Welcome back, enthusiasts. In this segment, we'll explore the essential world of basic security tools. These tools are the backbone of cybersecurity, helping professional secure systems detect vulnerabilities and safeguard against cyber threats. Let's explore their functionalities, usage, and why they are indispensable in the ever-evolving landscape of digital security. First on our list is the antivirus software, a defender against malicious software. Antivirus is designed to detect, prevent, and remove malicious software such as viruses, malware, ransomware, etc. from the computer systems. To make sure that antivirus works well, we have to regularly update our antivirus databases, perform scheduled scan on our entire system, and conduct real-time monitoring as well to identify the threat on the point of contact. Next up is the firewall, a critical barrier between your internal network and the vastness of the internet. Firewall controls incoming and outgoing traffic based on the predetermined security rules. They act as a gatekeeper, filtering potentially harmful data. To have a great firewall working in place, we need to configure firewall rules pretty well to allow the incoming traffic and block specific type of traffics. We also need to regularly review and update our firewall rules to adapt the evolving threats. And we also have to utilize firewalls at both the network and host level for comprehensive protection. Now let's explore the tools that actively monitor and respond to suspicious activities on your network. Intrusion detection and intrusion prevention systems. Now IDS monitor systems or system activities for malicious activities or security policy violations. Now the monitoring is only done on the basis of the regular, or you could say the streamline activities that are performed on the system, and suddenly you see a deviation on the path of the traffic. Now these systems take preventive actions to stop these detected threats. They may block a malicious IP address. Also, we can analyze the logs to identify if there are any potential security incidents. Now generally, if there is a regular flow of traffic across the network and you identify something deviating from the regular flow, we can read it from the logs and understand. These logs can be specially programmed to tag such activity, and over that the action could be taken on blocking that specific host or system. We can also fine tune our alert thresholds to reduce false positives, as you could see certain systems may tag few threats as vulnerabilities, few threats and vulnerabilities as being a threat to the system, but they could be false positives. We can also integrate with other security tools for comprehensive defense strategy. Now, there are two types of IDS, one being the network-based IDS and the second being host-based IDS. If I talk about the network-based IDS, it focuses on monitoring the network traffic. It analyzes the packets and looks for patterns indicative of any malicious activities, and it is ideal for detecting attacks that traverse the network. If I talk about the host-based IDS, it monitors the activities on individual hosts or devices. This could be a pure server or a pure device on which we have to identify the traffic. We also have to analyze the log files, the system calls, and the file integrity, as if the file was modified by some malicious software or script, etc. It's very effective in identifying the suspicious behavior specific to a host. Now, if the traffic speed has reduced due to something, or you could say the way the data is being catered from the host is slightly different in terms of speed, in terms of headers, in terms of packet count, etc. These all can be monitored by the host-based IDS. If I talk about the real-world applications of IDS, this mainly revolves around detection of malware and ransomwares. They can identify the patterns and behaviors associated with this malware and ransomwares. Their databases are always up and ready to identify if there is some sort of infiltration in the system. It can also detect unusual file access, etc. It can also help us, the IDS can also help us in anomaly detection, like if it keeps on monitoring the network traffic and system activities, and it raises an alarm whenever deviations as established, as we spoke about the basic IDS behavior. It can also identify the suspicious network traffic. It can monitor the insider threats as if I, being an authorized host, am trying to do or trying to access a system. So it may also identify such systems and devices and create an alert. Now it can also help us in identifying these alerts and prevent the unauthorized access. Next up, we have VPNs. Now, VPNs play a crucial role in securing communications over the internet, especially in remote work scenarios. So, in the COVID-19, we all have worked remotely, or the employees of the IT companies or the other companies around were working remotely. That was only possible via VPNs. So, how VPNs work is it actually creates a secure and encrypted connection over the internet, ensuring privacy and data integrity. Now, when I talk about the privacy, it would actually encrypt the data exchange between the host and the target internet, which is the target intranet, which is kept over a different network, and we try to create a secure channel between them. Now, VPNs are used for secure remote access to corporate networks, as I've discussed, and it encrypts the internet traffic to protect against any kinds of eavesdropping. It means the data that is getting exchanged between the employee and the corporate network is completely encrypted, and if anyone tries to pull in a packet from this network stream, they may not be able to understand it as it is heavily encrypted. And to make sure that everything is fluent, we should choose a reputable VPN services who do not have any kind of log policies. Now, as we wrap up our exploration of basic security tools, it's essential to recognize that cybersecurity is multifaceted discipline. These tools, when used in conjunction, create a robust defense system against a myriad of cyber threats. Stay vigilant, keep your tools updated, and most importantly, foster a cybersecurity culture. Thank you, and meet you in the next video.